Hello, what's up, and welcome back to Cosmoverse Dubai 2024. This is day 2. I'm Adel, the host, and today we have a special guest with us, Ness, who's founder at Tangled NFTs and co-founder at Tangled Ventures. Ness, I was speaking to your co-founder earlier. I now had a chance to speak to you. Tell us a bit about what's your story. Why are you here today?
What's my story is I'm a creator in the Omniflix ecosystem, or the Cosmos ecosystem. Started on the onset of COVID. So it was February 2022, creating NFT collections. Long story short, it's been this journey down the rabbit hole, creating gaming NFTs, developing, working with coders, UX designers, bug testing, and now we're here at Cosmoverse 24, showcasing where we're at in terms of game development and gaming NFTs.
So it's really cool. You're building a game. You're working on building a game. How does your game differentiate from other games?
So I don't think it necessarily differentiates principally from a game. It's a player versus player trading card game. So a lot of the mechanics, a lot of things probably seen in many others, but the differentiating factor from our perspective anyway is that it's Cosmos oriented. Right. So the ecosystem really influences, it's embedded in the DNA of the game. Right. So, you could say that is a differentiator. And on top of that, it's built from scratch. So we built it with a blockchain in mind. So, if you're not Web3, a Web3 native, you can play the game and it won't even matter. But if you're a Web3 native, if you're a Cosmos native, you can see that the different phases relate to staking, relate to validation, battling, and finality. So there's little elements in there that tell you that, the origins of this probably may be within the kind of crypto Web3 space. And I think that's what I really like about it, the little Easter eggs coming from the Cosmos ecosystem.
Wonderful, that's great. And are you bringing these games? I know it's a physical trading card game, but is there a digital version of it on an NFT? How does it work?
Yeah, so that's the actual reverse. If you go to Cosmoverse, the live stream, I actually did a keynote speech during the gaming NFT track. It's only about 10 minutes, but it describes the history. But in any event, it's actually in reverse. So this game started as an NFT game. Right, so the origins of this are on Omniflix, and that's what launched in February 2022, or it launched in 2022. And so the cards or the game assets are on-chain, right? They have the metadata, they're usable, but because during that initial transitional period or the interim period, I wasn't a coder, I didn't have the capability to create a gaming interface. So it was like almost like the metadata and the potential of that gaming asset were innate or sitting in abeyance, right? So we could play the game in a kind of haphazard, viable way through Discord channels and using Google Live Sheets, score sheets for live dynamic scoring, but there wasn't really a true gaming interface that interacts with the NFTs themselves. Right. And then you cue 2024, and this whole year I've been working with Occupy Games, which is a gaming development company in India, and also Team Omniflix, and we've been developing a Telegram bot that is already in a build that integrates the IBC game NFTs. It's quite a seamless process. All the mechanics, all the game rules work pretty seamlessly, but what we need to fine tune is more about the gaming experience. It's a bit text heavy. It's not quite gamer friendly yet, but the functionality's there, which is exciting for me.
And you think this will drive adoption? What's your take on that?
Yeah, so ultimately when it comes to gaming NFTs, my view being having an esports background is that games aren't worth playing unless they're fun. Right. So the main thing to do, the first component or the first element is the game fun to play? Outside of any tokenomics or any economic models, revenue models, is the game fun to play? And then once you get over that hurdle, it's the interaction. How easy is it to play? How easy is it to interact with the game? Right. And at the moment, I've had 2 years worth of social proof through esports competitions to tell me that the game is viable or it's fun enough to play, that people are going to tolerate these kind of clunky tools. Right? So that's kind of like the validation that, okay, it's battle tested, it's been 24 months, people are still playing the game. Right. And the IRL version, again, is like increasing in adoption, particularly in Australia, in my city. You know, the game itself is proven, but how do you onboard people when, you know, if we're speaking Web3, we're speaking crypto, it's already a number of steps to even get the tokens to get an NFT, right? You have to go through your bank, it has to go to a centralized exchange, then you have to send that to some wallet or some blockchain. You might have to use a DEX of some sort to get the right token. Then you're going to a marketplace. You know, before you even get to where the NFTs are, there's multiple touch points, right? So that's not something I can control, but in terms of the game, if you finally had the interest to purchase the NFTs, and then you're going to have to find your wallet, you're going to have to use a Discord chat bot, and then you're going to have to use Google Sheets, and then you're going to have to try to communicate with someone overseas. It's too much, right?
I agree.
So a Telegram bot, everyone in, or the majority of people who are in crypto use Telegram, right? So it's already widely available to a lot of people, right? So the vast majority of maybe OmniFlix customers or ecosystem are probably already using Telegram, right? So that's one layer of increasing the reach, and then you're layering a bot on something that's already familiar. Then it's not too many steps. You've already got a bot. All you need to do is find the bot, and then from that point on, you integrate your Kepler wallet. It'll find the NFTs, and it's as seamless as picking and playing the game, right? So a number of steps that's on my end that I can control. That's all we can do is really make that pathway to playing the game a lot more seamless, and then see how everything else goes.
Okay, wow, wonderful. Well, I look forward to maybe playing the game myself while we're here. And for those who are watching, how can they find out more information about your game and even play it?
So I think the first thing to do is just go to either tanglednfts.com or follow me on X, Twitter, @tanglednfts. Also OmniFlix, @OmniFlix Network. That's where the majority of the activity is happening at the moment. And if you want to know a little bit more about the IRL game, which is region locked at the moment, we're only distributing the game within Australia due to logistics costs. But if you want to know more about the game anyway, ibcgame.com.au.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I think this was very insightful. And I think from an adoption perspective, there's lots to gain from Web 2 to Web 3. So, Ness, I want to say thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found this insightful. We leave all the links in the description so you can check out Ness's profile. For now, thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Let's go.
Let's go.